Tashi and Nungshi have scripted a new page in India's mountaineering history. The twins have completed a grand slam by scaling the highest peak in every continent and are the youngest to do so.
We're almost here. In about 10 minutes we'll summit Mount Elbrus, and you can see around there are beautiful mountains.
They have conquered the North Pole. They have touched the South Pole. They have stamped their presence on all 7 summits around the world. Meet India's Grand Slam sisters, the Malik twins. What they have in their resume can be found in no other Indian biodata. Nungshi and Tashi Malik's obsession to scale high mountain peaks started early. But there was a little hurdle as their family was not totally supportive. However, their mother took a loan and their father took out their savings, and then the girls were good to go.
Well, it's amazing to have wonderful children like them. I mean, it's a dream come true for them, but I had been always scared.
The Malik twins started big. The first target was Mount Everest that was scaled in May 2013. And then one by one, all the top peaks in all 7 continents were conquered. Mount Kilimanjaro, Denali, Vinson Massif, Mount Elbrus and Mount Kosciuszko were all on the glittering curriculum vitae. This feat takes them in the elite group of 44 mountaineers in the Explorers Grand Slam to have completed this feat since 1998. They're also the youngest siblings to complete this amazing feat.
We are the fastest South Asian, and I believe there's no South Asian who has ever done this. And we finished it in 2 years and 1 month, which is a pretty good record. I think one of the recent expeditions I could cite an example from was the North Pole expedition, which I don't think we two would ever undertake again. It was one of the most toughest expeditions. It was nothing like the South Pole. We did train for North Pole, and we realized that it is one of the coldest places on the planet.
So what's next for India's Grand Slam sisters? For now, Mount Cook in New Zealand and a few virgin peaks around the world is on their radar.
That your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Thank you.
Well, as you can see, these were the first people from South Asia who've done this Explorers Grand Slam. With camera person Alok Das in Delhi, Ashar Khan for India Today.
And India Today's consulting editor Rajdeep Sardesai spoke to Tashi and Nungshi Malik, the first twin sisters to climb Mount Everest together and become the fastest South Asians to complete the Explorers Grand Slam. Let's listen in.
Tashi and Nungshi Malik have scripted a new page in India's mountaineering history. The twins have completed a Grand Slam, that's right, that's what it's called, by scaling the highest peak in every continent and are the youngest to do this. Remarkable pair of twins, and they are our showstoppers tonight. Delighted to be joined from Haryana's twin sisters from the town of Sonepat, Nungshi and Tashi Malik, the first Indians to win the Mountain Grand Slam, are with us. Appreciate both of you joining us. You're dressed identically. First of all, congratulations.
That's true.
Many congratulations, and tell me why you dressed identically.
I guess it's so much a part of our branding now. Everybody in India sort of associates us with the same set of apparel, which my sister totally hates, I can guarantee. Which is why I've tied my hair today so that you can distinguish between us. And by the way, I'm Nungshi.
Yeah, and I'm Tashi.
Okay, you're Nungshi, you're Tashi. But tell me, this craze for mountaineering, when did it start for the two of you?
Right, this craze for mountaineering actually started in 2009 when we finished our high school, and we just got out of school, fresh buds, and like most parents, would ask the children what would we like to do after our high school. Our father actually came up to us and said, why don't you go for this basic course in mountaineering? And meanwhile, while we were looking for colleges, we said that was a good idea just to explore the outdoors. And so that first initial yes to mountaineering actually turned our lives forever. Because when we went to the institute and started doing the basic course, we realized that that was one thing we really loved doing. And it sort of started seeping in. So that was the seed that was sowed soon after our basic course.
And what has been the most difficult? You've scaled every highest mountain peak in every continent. Which has been the most difficult?
That's right. Well, physically, I would rate Everest the hardest. You know, going above 8,000 meters is considered the death zone, where your oxygens, you know, drop down from like 21%. So it's very difficult in terms of physically overtaking that. However, I would reckon that the one in the one in North America, Mount McKinley, is technically the hardest. And in fact, in the international arena, if you actually summit this mountain, you gain a lot of respect because it's one of the hardest in terms of its technical aspects. Yeah.
You know, tell me, two women from Haryana. What is it about Haryana and sports now? Women from Haryana, we've seen the Fogart sisters, Saina Nehwal, originally a Haryanvi. Something about women and Haryana. You're breaking all gender barriers.
Strong. We are, and in fact our mission was born to sort of break these stereotypes where they say, you know, girls can't do anything, they're not good for anything, or they can't carry as much as guys, or they cannot prove themselves well in any sport. I feel Haryana has produced some great sports people. We have been hearing about Saina Nehwal and a lot of other sports people from Haryana, and we're really proud to say that we are also Haryanvi Jats and have really brought a lot of, you know, stereotyping images that have been associated with mountaineering as well. You know, I think a lot of people would see mountaineering as a very male-dominant sport, and which is why me and my sister said, why not show the world that girls are no less? And I think we're really happy and proud that we are from Haryana.
I want to ask you this in conclusion. Do you compete with each other when you're mountaineering? Is this a Jodi number one that you're always going to climb mountains together? Or do you want to one day climb it, you know, individually and beat the other? What is it? Is it a pair? Do I have to get both of you as a... Do you come as a package deal?
Well, yeah, package deal for sure. But yeah, I think it's the one reason why we are united is pretty much the mountains. Other than that, we really fight like cats and dogs because, you know, being sisters, we have issues with small things, even the trinkets that we are wearing today. But however, in the mountains, we are best of buddies. We take care of each other, we motivate each other all the time. And because it's a very challenging sport, you do need somebody who you can actually trust, and that bond is kind of growing stronger. And to have climbed all these mountains with my sister is a blessing, really.
Okay, Nungshi, put your hand up.
Yes.
Congratulations. And Tashi, congratulations. Both of you have been wonderful. You've broken every stereotype. I hope everyone is watching this show. Haryanvi Jat women who have climbed every mountain in every continent. You've defied every stereotype. More power to you. Thank you very much for joining us.
Our popular satirical series So Sorry, up next.
So sorry.